Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Today is November 14th, 2015. For 3 consecutive days, France has been in the headlines for different reasons. On November 12th, a French born man was given the Medal of Honor by the President of the United States, Florent Groberg. Yesterday in Paris, there were suicide bombings and shootings per mainstream media reporting. It's unknown if any of this really happened or if it is another hoax like the Boston Marathon bombing. And then today, there was a train crash during a high speed test that also resulted in more death. And what's interesting about the suicide bombings yesterday is that the man who received the Medal of Honor received it for surviving a suicide bombing. At least so the story goes. So if you're new to my work, what I show is how the mainstream media manufactures stories and codes them by the numbers. Check this out. This is pretty interesting here. A high-speed TGV train has derailed near the eastern French city of Strasbourg, killing at least 10 people, officials say. The crash happened during a test run in the town of Equershim on a new Paris-Strasbourg line. The train was carrying 49 railway technicians when it derailed, caught fire, and plunged into a canal. 11 people suffered serious injuries. The mainstream media loves to put 11 in their stories. The derailment was due to excessive speed, officials say. Pictures showed the locomotive partly submerged. Wreckage was also scattered in a field besides the track. Reports say the Paris-Strasbourg high-speed line is scheduled to open next year. Junior Transport Minister Alain Vedaliez and Ecology Minister Ségolène Royal will visit the scene, French media reported. So notice the rail line, TGV, and then 49 technicians were on board when it derailed. This stands out right away because TGV has a gematria of 49. This also reminds me of the Philadelphia train wreck from earlier this year. Philadelphia is named after one of 7 churches in Revelation, the final book of the Bible. Revelation also has gematria of 49. We had the Philadelphia train wreck May 12th. With regards to 11 people suffering serious injuries, if you sum 1 through 11, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 up to 11, it totals 66. Revelation's the 66th book in the Bible. The people who code these stories love to use these spiritual numbers that are straight out of the Bible and more. With regards to the town it happened in, Equershim, look at how it has gematria of 119, just like Star of David, just like All-Seeing Eye, reminding us of the date September 11th, which is written 11/9 in most parts of the world. Yesterday's attacks in Paris were one of the worst terrorist attacks, according to mainstream media reports, since 9/11. I've shown how other train wrecks in the past year are all coded by these same set of numbers. Strasbourg also happens to have gematria of 59, which is the kill number. Yesterday's attacks in Paris fell on a date with 59 numerology. Today's November 14th, the day that leaves 47 days left in the year. Remember, this is one of the most important numbers to the Zionists. France has a gematria of 47, like Star of David with Pythagorean gematria. We were talking about the Bible. The word Christian is 47. All numbers of significance, Truth Seeker. Now, this one here could be a coincidence or possibly not. Notice that Strasbourg has this gematria of 140. In earlier videos, I've shown how 106 and 140 are often coded beside each other. The Philadelphia train wreck, remember from the land of Revelation, the 49 number, the Philadelphia train wreck was traveling 106 miles per hour, supposedly through a 50-mile-per-hour curve. 106, 140 often coded together. It could be the reason this happened with the Strasbourg line. But again, Truth Seeker, it's another coded story. Hoaxalicious. It was done intentionally. Perhaps it's to gain more money or more safety features or something like that for this new rail line. The picture, they say this is a new train. This train looks old to me, you know? This doesn't look new. Something's up here. This wreck comes 39 days after the reported train wreck October 5th in Vermont. If you missed my post, I showed how the spokesperson had a name gematria of 105, the number for Zionism for Masonry. Also, this story was on 10/5, a lot like 105. It derailed in Northfield, having this gematria of 322, the number of skull and bones. English gematria of 666. The train wreck in Philadelphia was on the way to New York, having this similar gematria. These numbers they love to code. In earlier videos, I showed how this number was coded into the Paris attack through the word concert hall. This is how they do it, Truth Seeker. From sea to shining sea, one hoax by the numbers to the next. All right, until next time.